So Carlos Esparza, that pick was correct on my part. You know what I'm saying? That pick was correct on my part. And then going into the main card, the main event, the main fight, the quote unquote title fight, vacant title fight. I ended up sticking with Charles Oliveira. I just think that he was just too dangerous. And you've seen it in the fight. You've seen it what happens. You've seen his skill. I saw more head movement. I don't know if you saw that, but that's what I was looking for. I saw a little bit more of head movement. I saw his straight, bro. That motherfucker has people were saying like, oh, stop disrespecting Oliveira's punching. I think it just recently been getting like that, because that straight that knocked Gaethje down, it was a nice straight down the fucking pipe. And Gaethje did not expect that, you know what I'm saying? And you see him when he knocked out fucking Michael Chandler with that left hook, that left check. So I think, it is time to start putting some respect on his stand-up game, because his stand-up game is what basically won him the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I went with Oliveira. I thought Gaethje had a good chance, but I knew once he went to the ground, it was gonna be over. So when he took him to that ground that first time, you seen it. You seen I guess the fishing, the fake knockdowns to where Oliveira gets hit. And I think he does get hit. I think he gets hit and he gets hurt. I mean, and I think it does hurt him, and he goes, fuck this shit. I ain't even, let me go on my back. Come down with me, my boy. Gaethje did a good job of saying, no, fuck that. Get the fuck back up. Cause he don't want to tussle in there. So he did that a few times. And of course it didn't work against Gaethje, but it was dope to see. So it's like the strategies of the different fighters. Like, it was dope to fucking see. Like, if you're not a fight fan, you probably go, oh, he got knocked down. Like, and then you gotta let fans know, like, hey, this is not boxing. You know what I'm saying? This is a strategy that he's doing. So that was beautiful. So ultimately, that's what I thought would have won him the fight. But that straight won him the fight. Just down the fucking pipe, bink, down the fucking pipe, dropped Gaethje down, and ultimately went on top of him. He tried to get him in I believe, I don't know what it is, but he tried to get him in the choke the first time, didn't get it, and then he took his back. Gaethje tried to roll over, but then Oliveira took his back, and once he took his back, he had the head locked in, the fist and the elbow. I'm not a fucking jiu-jitsu guy, but he was choking him out, and at the moment he fucking tapped, I was so fucking happy because of what had happened the day before with Charles Oliveira, man. He got stripped of his belt, basically. And it was crazy to hear Bruce Buffer go, the former lightweight champion of the world. Like, that was crazy. So I know he went to Dana White and he was like, he started saying something, and Dana said, if I read his lips, like, he said, I know you made weight. And then at the end of that press conference, in the post conference, he said, like, yeah, he didn't make weight and those are the rules. Which is crazy, whatever. I mean, Dana White has been known to say some things like that. But of course, there was supposedly a story going on that there was tampering with the scales, that fighters, they go the night before or day before and they fuck with the scales, to kind of see where they're at, I guess. I say, conspiracy theory, the dude who was fucking doing the weights, on the scales, weighing him, I think he was in on it too, because his face was too like half a pound, 155.5. I was like, it's a little fishy, but so that that moment to see fucking Charles Oliveira walk across the ring like a fucking champ he is, bro. That was dope to see. That was really dope to see. But so what do you think next? What do you guys think is next for Gaethje, for Chandler, for Oliveras? I know in June they just announced that big fucking fight, that week fight with Adesanya. What do you think is next for Oliveira? I know that people are screaming Islam Makhachev, like, that's the fight, and I do think that's the fight. I'm not opposed to that, but there's a lot of people who still want to see Dariush, fight for that title, get that chance, or maybe Dariush versus Makhachev. If I'm the UFC, that's probably the way to go right now, Dariush versus Makhachev, because they were supposed to fight before when Bobby Green stepped in, and I don't know what happened. I guess it was an injury, but so yeah, I do think that, Dariush versus Makhachev is the fight because, to be the next contender, but that bout is vacant. And there's going to be enough noise to where even like Joe Rogan had said, Dana White said that Joe Rogan stopped him and said, yeah, you need to make the Makhachev versus Oliveira fight. And I'm all for that, man. I'm all fucking for that. They have similar styles. I think more Islam is more of a power where he puts his weight on you more, and Oliveira's is more of a sneaky assassin. So that could be a good fight. We all thought that the Tony Ferguson versus Khabib fight, that never happened. We all thought that that was going to be the greatest fight ever, the greatest matchup ever. This is a fight that has definitely in the running for that. And I'm curious to see what happens. What do you guys think? Dustin Poirier is still there. I would like to see Chandler versus Dustin Poirier, even though he called Conor McGregor out and he said he's going to go to 170. I think Chandler, okay, yes, go take it. Go take the money fight. 170, whatever, if you want to go do that. But I think Dustin is right damn there. He's on the shelf right now. Give Dustin another shot at the running. And, Gaethje, who just lost, he didn't really get too hurt, so there's a lot of moving parts that are going on right now. So if I had to choose, if I had to say what the path is next, I do say it's Oliveira versus Islam. And then I say it's Michael Chandler versus Dustin Poirier. You know what I'm saying? Because news is that Conor isn't even fully healthy yet. You know what I'm saying? He's just working out, but he's not in fight training camp mode yet. So we'll see how that goes. What do you guys think? Let me know. Comment on the comment down below. What do you think's next for Esparza? Do they run it back? And what do you think's next for Canelo? So back to now we're on to